Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Aqueduct Racetrack here on Sunday. It is January the 22nd, 2017. I'm going to look at race number 8 from Aqueduct, but before I get onto that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections from racetracks across the world and beyond. Like Buzz Lightyear, to infinity and beyond. Today's the 8th race from Aqueduct. It's a great one. This has always been one of my favorite races of the Intertrack meet. It's the 96th running of the Interborough Stakes, purse $100,000 for fillies, mares, 4-year-olds, and upwards. We have a field of 7 horses traveling the 6 furlong distance here on the Intertrack, and I cannot stress this enough. One of my favorite races. In years past, you always see some great horses running in this one, great fillies and mares. And this year is no exception. Some very nice fillies and mares running this year. My top pick in this year's Interborough is going to go to the 4-horse Hot City Girl. I'm going to go 4726 in the superfecta, 4726. But number 4, Hot City Girl, 7-5. Jose Ortiz is on this 5-year-old mare, sired by City Zep, trained by Linda Rice. She's striking at a 24% win rate at the current Intertrack meet at Aqueduct, so that's pretty nice. Most recently, this horse started December 10th down to Maryland at Laurel, 6 furlongs in a $100,000 stakes race. Horse finished third by 6 3/4 lengths. Set the pace early on, then just faded out of it. It was the horse's first start since August 18th, Saratoga, so I think the horse needed a race. I think second off the layoff today, this horse should be really raring to go. Start before on August the 18th, Saratoga, 6.5 furlongs in the Union Avenue Stakes against state quality horses that day. This horse won by 1 3/4 lengths with Ortiz up that day. Was on the lead all throughout and had a very good victory. I want to say that race was probably the horse's best run, because it was against some very tough horses. But, a lot of people might give that best run to this horse back at Laurel back in late February of last year. But the start before that, this horse ran at Belmont, 6 furlongs in the Dance of Renee Stakes. Horse finished third by 7 3/4 lengths. This horse doesn't run well at Belmont for some reason. This horse just didn't show up, finished well behind. But start before, this horse ran in the Barbara Fritchie last February. This horse finished 6 by 6 lengths, set the pace early on, then weakened out of it, losing to Dancing House, Close, Fall Off, and Lady Stabelle. But the horse's best race actually came at Laurel in 2015, late 2015, in a safely kept stakes. Horse won by 8 1/4 lengths, was on the lead all throughout, had a very great victory. After that, this horse ran the La Brea at San Nito, and this horse finished second by a half length, and ran a decent race, got caught at the wire by Bird on the Wire. But, it was a decent second place finish against grade 1 quality horses. I think this horse should do well. She's back on the Intertrack where she's had success. She's 2-1 at Aqueduct on the Intertrack with one loss. That one loss was a second place finish. But I think she should have a good run here today. So I'll use her as a top pick. So to recap my bets for race number 8 from Aqueduct, one of my favorite stakes races on the Intertrack meet from Aqueduct, it's the 96th Interborough Stakes. Gonna go with the 4-horse. Gonna go 4726. 4726. So good luck to all, and follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.